We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the St. Louis Cardinals. Stay tuned.
유희관 올스타전 못 뽑힌 거는 좀 아쉽긴 하지만 12승 도전부터 가보겠습니다. 그리고 팀 내 제일 승 많이 거둔 선발이에요.
Stepping into the box, Byron Buxton. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Off we go tonight as the first pitch is swung on and hit foul off to the right. It's strike one. Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched.
느린 컵으로.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Standing in, Jorge Polanco, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
67 degrees our game time temperature. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. At the plate, Luis Reyes, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, here we go, guys.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And the pitch. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
스트라이크에서
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this will get all the way out toward the
생각보다
375 sign
제구가
now.
그렇게 좋은지 잘
They'll get
모르겠네.
into scoring
정확히 안
position with
맞추면.
2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning.
난 좌익수가 당연히 잡는 볼인 줄 알았는데.
And we'll
나이스.
have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in now, Max Kepler, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
지금
Right through it here.
여기
He's
봐.
behind 0-1.
카디널스가 세인트루이스 카디널스가 2등이랑 아마 11경기 차인가 그럴 거예요. 1등 팀인데 이렇게 유희관 경기 때 공격력을 안 보여주네.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Kepler is retired, and there's 1 away. Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
A shot down the first baseline.
싱커는 좀 더 연말을 해야 되는 상황이긴 해요. 구속이 워낙 느리니까.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Edman has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now, Eddie Rosario. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Unable to find the zone with the slider. No score here as we play inning number 2. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
유격수한테 걸렸다.
gathers it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in, Josh Donaldson, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And there's the first strike, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up?
그렇지. 오.
You can't allow this guy to walk.
다행이다.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first
삼진
out of the inning.
5개째 유희관.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 31.
On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. And
Nice.
there are 2 away now.
송구가 근데 좀 느리네. 가벼운 땅볼이었는데.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Lifted in the air to center.
김경수.
Back goes Thomas. He
그렇지.
tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So nothing happening.
유희관 이번에 타석.
The pitcher, Hoyt Gann, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get to one there. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
This game is rolling right along as we move into
그렇지.
the middle innings
이루수 좋다.
with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Luis Araya.
Hit out towards second.
와,
He's got it.
이루수 앞으로 많이 가네 이번에.
On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Sano looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In there, and it's
좋아요.
0-2 now.
스트라이크까지.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. But this guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
2 스트라이크까지 좋았는데.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach
좋아.
right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And he'll
그렇지.
get there in plenty of time to
4회도
put this one away, and
잘
that
막아냅니다.
ends the inning.
골드 슈미츠 홈런 좋고요.
So stepping in, Mitch Garver. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hot
Nice.
shot to third and handled for the first out. Now at the plate,
유희관
Eddie
다승
Rosario.
공동
He got on
선두네.
top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of
좋고요.
similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Josh Donaldson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Had him off stride
싱커가
that time, and
느리니까
it's 1-2.
체인지업 같아.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
어.
Line drive to left.
실투였는데 다행이다.
Is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire.
일단 승리 투수 조건은 갖췄고요.
Ready for another chance. Hoyt Gann.
쟤 너무 어려운데 좌투수.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
아, 먹혔어요.
Him up. Polanco shading to his right, and that's the third out. So no runs on a. Digging in to try it again, Devin Smeltzer. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Hit
그렇지.
out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton.
Now batting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Byron Buxton.
Oh, he had a
좋고요.
fold there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
이 또 특유의 느린 커브.
And this
그렇지.
is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Jorge.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the
그렇지.
screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the.
아,
Striding into the box, Luis Arias. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the play. Done just that.
Yeah, and
그렇지.
it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
The first baseman, number 22.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Miguel Sano started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
마지막. 아. 옆으로 좀 더.
Here's another 1-2. Hard hit at third. Reined in. And
그렇지.
there's out number 2. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And this will be fouled away.
2 스트라이크.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
아. 생각보다 끈질기네.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
와,
Down towards second.
결국 안
And
다치네.
that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
저런 안타는
And
좀
they keep the inning alive
기분 안
with a
좋죠.
base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control.
한
of
점
that.
차다
Up next for
보니까
Minnesota, Mitch Garver. He
이런
gets
거
a
오면
shot
조금
to hit
불안하긴
here in the
한데
inning following the
나이스.
2-out
오,
single.
오늘 이루수가 커버 많이 해주네.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1.
잘 던지다가 막판에 무너질까봐. 오, 솔로 홈런 좋아.
Now batting, Hoyt Gann. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah,
우한
Matt, when a
투수니까
guy's
한번
throwing the
노려볼
ball
만하다.
as well as he has, it kind of forces the
와,
manager's hand to stay with him.
15마일.
He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get
오,
good wood on it. It's gonna
제대로
have to
걸렸다.
lower his sights.
좋아요,
Into the
유희관.
gap and should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't
빠른
anywhere near
공이었는데
the
좋아.
strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about
The
that
second
one.
baseman,
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kepler is there and he'll put it away to retire the
주루
side.
플레이도 열심히 하는 우리 유희관.
New inning set to get underway.
2루타 하나 떼는 게 어디냐?
veteran outfielder Eddie Rosario.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't
와
been able
근데
to score
능력치 한
any
번도 안
runs as we're
쓰고
moving late into this
8회까지
one.
왔네요.
A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and
완봉승
ignite a
갈라나?
rally.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Liner toward right center.
아하.
Finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Here's the third baseman, Josh
이제 안
Donaldson.
바꿔주나?
0 for 2 for him to this point. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. In
야.
the dirt, and now let's see.
아,
And it's not in time as
진짜.
he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters. So
오,
you can't
다행이다.
afford to be giving out free passes this late.
O'Neill is going to have room, however, as he makes the
위험했어,
catch in
사실
deep
방금도.
left center field for the first out. Jake Cave will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 60, Jake Cave.
A ball and no strikes.
아 심판.
Rosario leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2-0 now.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing
그렇지.
strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs.
좋아.
I don't think he's working around him.
And that's the
집요하게
second
던지기
out.
바깥쪽으로.
Here's Byron Buxton now. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very
와,
good
89
pitching in this
마일까지
one.
들어왔어, 직구.
Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 outs here with a runner at third.
아 제발.
Up the middle. Dive,
아.
but it's in and out of the glove, and the run should score. And they're on the board as now it's a
슬프게
2-1
슬라이딩을
ball
해.
game.
교체해라 이제 좀.
There's the St.
빨리빨리
Louis
교체하지.
manager now up out of the dugout on his way to
아
the
앤드류
mound.
밀러 좀 불안한데. 오 역시 골드 슈미츠. 아 다행이다. 아 유희관 좋아요.
Season for him, matching my career best for a season. The difference is he still has a
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead.
13경기 차이 나네
and the
피츠버그랑.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
세인트루이스가 근데 계속 연승
Joe
중이어서
Musgrove gets handed
가을
the ball for
야구는
the
무난히
4th
갈
and
것
final
같네요.
game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
오 좋아 폴대종.
Into the box now, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead
꼭
things off here in the bottom
초반에
half of
점수
the first.
내주면 그날 경기가 잘 안
Here's the
풀리던데.
pitch. This is hit high in the
오,
air out toward left
위험했다.
center. Back goes
중견수
Thomas.
좋아.
He's there and records the first out. Digging in, Kevin Newman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Dan, do you
야,
always take a
13
look
경기
at this
차이네.
Cardinals ball club
신시내티가
as they enter
2등인데.
play this afternoon? They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a
그렇지.
chance to relax and go out and pound the strike
좋아요.
zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Throw gets him, 2 down. At the plate, Brian Reynolds, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Sinker down around the knees gets the called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
That's a
저게 왜?
stone cold take right there.
희한하네.
Easily could have been rung up instead.
그렇지.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt.
이번 경기
And
시작
that
좋네.
ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. One inning in the books here. It's the Cardinals. Bottom of the inning now, and the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A ball and a
그렇지.
strike. The bouncer to the left side. DeYoung's got it,
좋다.
and that's out number one. So coming to the plate, Colin Moran, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hot shot on the ground.
Oh,
is short.
좋아.
DeYoung fields it cleanly, and the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away
이
now.
경기도 느낌은 좋네요. 시작이.
Estevan Mateo is in with 2
이렇게
away
던지면
now as
또
he looks at
7,
a ball
8회까지
strike
던지게
one.
하니까.
Fly ball
아,
heading for the
실투였어,
alley.
실투.
Back goes Thomas, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan,
Oh,
two-seamer,
위험했다.
pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Jeanette has it, and nothing
나이스.
will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Hoyt Gann.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a hard hit
유희관.
ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Definitely well hit. Here's the catcher, Luke Maile, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First pitch coming, here it is. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline.
나이스.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. 1 away now in the Pittsburgh third, and that'll bring up the San Diego area native pitcher Joe Musgrove. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The count now at 2-1. 2-2.
오.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
직구 한번 던져야겠지?
Oh, and he
그렇지.
can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So it's back to the top of the order now. And in the hit next, the
투수였었구나,
speedy
방금.
presence of Billy Hamilton. Tried to
많이
check it and it's
돌았고요.
0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a bunt attempt here. And
아,
he'll
좋아,
lunge out of the
포수.
crouch to put this one away. Good reaction.
아, 오늘 포수가 베탄코트네. 오, 베탄코트. 야, 투런 홈런으로 도와주기까지.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
베탄코트가 처음에 주전 뛰다가 이번에 주전 아닌 것 같더라고.
Hit on the ground
Wow.
out toward Jeanette at second, right to him, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Line drive to center field.
그렇지.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. First offering on its way. Gregory Polanco will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
4-0인데.
In the air, down the line in
오,
left.
다행이다.
Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning.
앞 경기보다 막 이렇게
1, 2, 3, go the
제구가 제대로 맞진 않는데 그래도 무난하게 흘러가네요. 오히려 투구수도 훨씬 더 적어 앞
ready to
경기보다.
go in the top of the fifth, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Hoyt Gann. And he fouls this one off.
한가운데였었네.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite.
Digging in, Colin Moran. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they
Nice.
haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
Third baseman number 00.
Estevan Mateo.
뭐야? 오늘 왜 이렇게 잘 돼? 워낙 피츠버그가 성적이 안 좋은 팀이어서 그런가?
Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Kevin Kramer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. To short, hit hard.
그렇지.
Young gathers it in.
좋아,
In
유격수.
time, and the side is retired.
와, 골드 슈미츠 좋네.
At the plate, Luke Maile will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings.
5-0이나?
What else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Fouled away.
막 나오네, 진짜.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
방망이가 되네.
Hit hard on the ground at
그렇지.
second. Jeanette is there. And that's the first out. Josh Bell will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 55.
Ground ball left side.
오,
He's got it.
조시벨까지.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
엄청 스피디하게 끝나는데?
Billy Hamilton digging in now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Takes this the
잡아,
other way
잡아.
to right.
아.
That gets down, and the inning
그래,
continues.
슬라이딩에서 뒤로 빼먹는
Take
것보단
a look at the
낫지.
numbers up to this point. You see he's only
1번
given up
타자여서
2
또
hits so
발이
far today,
빨라서
so he's been
뒤로
hitting his
한번 빠지면
spots all
잘못하면
game
그라운드
long.
홈런까지 나올 수
Remains to
있어서
be seen if he can keep that shutout intact
나이스.
going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Thomas makes
야,
the catch,
6회까지.
and the inning is over. So
공
it's no
쉬운
runs
2개.
on a hit, no errors, and a man left.
유희관 진짜 9회까지
in
던지게
now
할
is the
생각인가?
Cardinals pitcher, Hoyt Gann.
The pitcher. Hoyt Gann.
First pitch on its way. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Newman fields it cleanly. throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Brian Reynolds, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-1 the count. The pitch. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
타격에 욕심 부리면 안 되지,
Sitting in a
투수가.
good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on
피칭부터
one right
제대로
here.
가야 되니까.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep
잡아라.
out to left.
아,
And this will kick off the base of the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
제구가 또 흔들리네.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. Hit on the ground is
그렇지.
short.
3루로 못 뛰고.
DeYoung's got it. Throw on to first in time, one away. Digging in once again, Colin Moran. He's rolled into ground outs
야,
a
이번에
couple of
뛰네.
times already here in the ball game. Throw gets him, 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Estevan Mateo. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for
나이스,
something I can get
다행이다.
my arms extended on.
And we'll have to leave it there as the
어,
play
근데
is
오히려
made here
투수가
to
적어,
end
앞
the inning.
경기보다.
One-
이건 진짜
Now in
완봉
the box,
되겠는데?
Kevin Kramer. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
One and two now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well of
아,
I'd be looking heated.
And that is
아깝다.
through into right field for a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
All even now, 2-2. Kramer on at first, nobody out. And he
아하.
tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to do for most guys.
And he looks at one that
와,
misses, and
심판
that's an
저거
excellent job of making
저게
his
어떻게
man
모르지?
throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall. Cole Tucker will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and
그렇지.
second and
2루.
nobody out in the inning. The second
1루.
run, and that didn't
유희관
work
열심히
out too
뛰었는데.
well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Billy Hamilton, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
그렇지.
Grounded back up the middle.
좋다.
And 8 innings have come
야,
and gone now
무실점으로
as
막았어.
the inning is over. Ready for another shot
후에도
now.
결국
Kevin
올라오네요.
Newman. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side
막
has
치네,
been pretty
쟤네 그냥.
lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And the pitch. Brian Reynolds comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle.
나이스. 와우.
To first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Gregory Polanco. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys trying
하나만
to play
잡으면
above their
되는데.
pay grade. Know who the best players
그렇지.
are in the lineup
야,
and try and get on
왕봉승이다.
base to set them up.
Throw to first, he'll be in time to record the final out, and the Cardinals have made it a memorable weekend. They take 3 out of 4 as this ball game
진짜
is
1선발
over.
아니냐?
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a
2등이죠,
good
신시내티
matchup in
레드스가.
store between the
근데
Cincinnati Reds and
14경기
the St.
차이네.
Louis Cardinals. Number 46, the league's current home run leader, will look to add. Hoyt Gann gets the call for game
자,
1 of the
유희관
series.
13승
Dan, any
2패,
thoughts?
방어
Hey, I'm
2.02.
really excited to
최근에
watch this guy.
완봉승도
He's strung
거뒀습니다.
together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Michael DeLeon stands in as he looks at a called strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
First pitch on its way.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, need a strikeout right here.
그렇지.
Missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
On deck, Mike. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Mike Moustakas comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. There's a chopper foul off to the left as the count moves to 0-2.
오.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
퍼펙트로 맞아가지고 나는 뭐 저거 되는 줄 알았어.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders.
장,
Nice job by the
장타라고 해야 되나? 뭐라고 해야 되지?
Just misses the first one, makes the
완전
adjustment, stays a little
홈런
shorter,
나오는 줄
and
알았어.
drives the next
퍼펙트
pitch for a
맞으면
base
보통
hit.
타이밍도 너무 정확하게 맞아가지고.
high 230s, 7 homers and 43 RBIs.
오, 좋아.
Fielded by Jeanette. There's one.
1루.
Relay to first in time, and just like
능력치
that, this
먹었고요.
side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left.
아, 더블 플레이 뭐냐? 유희관 앞에 차례가
Here
없냐?
now's the pitcher, Hoyt Gann, and their runners at the corners now.
유희관이 오늘 모든 경기가 다 그 뭐야 피칭이
Looking to
좋네.
wiggle out of this. Here it is. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Kirk Casale, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. The 1-0. Soft
그렇지.
grounder left
야
side.
3루수
Scooped up.
좋다.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. That'll bring in Phillip Ervin, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be
좋아요.
a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit to third, reined in. And
좋다.
there are 2 away now. So here's the Reds pitcher, Hunter Green.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number
Oh, right back to him on the mound.
Green.
And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the score.
We're just about set to go here as the Cardinals come to bat in the third inning. St. Louis fans have been fortunate.
Now at the plate, number 4 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
좀 아쉽네 수비가.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in.
아키야마한테
Inside the baseball
맞다니.
and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the
오.
Belted high in the air out to left. O'Neal looks up,
아.
and they take the lead. It's gone.
아 유희관
there's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end
잘
up being a
던지고
deciding
있었는데
factor
아
in this one.
실투 하나 딱 나오니까 홈런 터지네. 신시내티가 확실히
As the first
2등
pitch to
팀은
him is
맞네요.
in there
아까
for a
피츠버그
called strike
얘네들은
one.
좀 그
0 for
정도까지는
1 for him
아니었는데.
here in this one. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for
나이스.
Cincinnati thus far.
아 이번 경기 그럼 좀 승리는 좀 어렵나?
Makes the play, 1 away. Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
아.
Here's a drive, well hit out
뭐야
to
왜
straightaway
홈런을 잘
center.
맞아
Going
이번에.
back is the
아까
center
느낌이
fielder.
괜찮았는데 시작까지는.
Gone.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him.
갑자기
If he's going to
4회
get the
털털
W in this
털리네.
one, he's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Mustakis, or just Moose for short.
Huh?
He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone
역시
for strike
베탄코트가
1.
아니어서
Coming
그런가?
down in
호수가?
buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player
좀
safety.
내봐,
And right now, this
세인트
field is
루이스.
getting sloppy, wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Hard on the ground towards short,
야,
and that's
홈으로 빨리.
through into left, a base hit. And
오,
the runner
다행이다.
at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. In now, Phillip Ervin. Line drive to center field. And
이거
we'll
사실
have to
좀
leave it
위험했다.
there as the play is made here to end.
아 하필 유희관 차례 이런
Riding in
경우가.
once again, Hoyt Gann. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Come on, Biggin. Hey, let it fly.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0
안
pitch.
들어왔어 안 들어왔어.
Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at third, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
See it, drive it. Let's go, kid.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Full count now, 3-2. Turned on down the line. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself in the inning. Stepping into the box, Hunter Green. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Here comes another 0-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Ready to take his hacks again, Michael DeLeon, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side.
오, 야, 얘들아. 아, 역시 세인트루이스 좋아요.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Hoyt Gann, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
이래야 선발 투수가 던질 맛이 나지.
Or he was sitting off speed right there.
Left side,
근데
but well
공이
fouled.
치기가 너무 빡세, 쟤네.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
자, 이제 잘 던지자.
And he'll lead things off in the Cincinnati 6th. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
2점 차까지 만들어줬는데.
On the ground to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2.
Hey, nobody away.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
아, 이렇게 커트 잘해. 이거 한번 써주자. 와.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
오, 이건
And that
뭐?
runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. At the plate, Mike Moustakas.
그렇지.
He swings and grounds it to short. Jeanette has
좋다.
it for 1. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
아니 왜 갑자기 또?
Ready once again, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideally, it'd be to roll up a 2 ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-4
제발. 오,
ball game.
그렇지.
That hit him. He's got first.
와, 역시 골드 슈미츠가
That hit him. First
9대 4까지 만들었으네. 아, 이래야 투수할 맛이 나지. 세인트루이스 역시 1등 팀 답습니다. 구창모의 양키스보다 훨씬 낫네. 어? 오, 그렇지. 야, 유희관 14승 성공합니다. 오늘 3경기 다 승리하네. 와, 좋다. 카디널스 뭐 13경기 차이면 뭐 가을 야구 거의 확정가가 아니냐. 자, 다승 부분 14승으로 2경기 차이로 선두 유지 중입니다. 플레이어 T도 꽤 많이 올라왔네. 다시 플레이어 T 다시 돌아왔네요. 11승 성공했고 3.49는 뭐 나쁘지 않고, 마르티네즈는 7승 10패 좋진 않습니다. 김광현 8승 4패 방어율 좋진 않네요. 유희관 14승 2패 마이콜라스 망했네요. 자, MLB 더쇼 20 로드 투 더쇼 유희관 키우기 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.